Grazie professoressa Sgura.
Thank you, Professor Sgura. Thank you for the very interesting presentation. The fact that antioxidants, the fact that the oxidative stress can promote a telomere elongation of the shortening induced by the X-ray effect, mechanism, we can believe that this mechanism can also be caused by non-ionizing radiations which have an oxidative stress effect. This will be the topic of other collaborations, I'm sure. Our conference and here we have a few minutes for the discussion. If you have many questions, maybe we should have a break. If you don't have many questions, maybe we can go to the conclusions immediately, and the conclusions would be the discussion, and then the conclusions will be given by our president. Do you have any questions? Yes? Maybe there is one question, but we need a microphone to be able to translate. Yes, my question is for Professor Capicchi. So if I have well understood, you can ask your question in English if you want. The physiological state affects the physical state, and so some behaviors, of course I'm not an expert in this field, vice versa, it is possible because, for example, we talk about mindful meditation, so forms of meditation that can affect this pathologic state. So how much can our mind affect our physical state? Well, it's a philosophical question, actually. I mean, if there is a chemical, I'd like to know if there is a chemical reaction in this mechanism.
I think there is an enormous link, essentially, between stress and all neuropsychiatric disorders. And so I think that means that there is a relationship. I mean, that stress can induce situations that, and then the output would be different depending on the genetic as well as the environmental effects on that individual. So I think it's, they're playing off of each other, and then the output will be different and then induce schizophrenia in one case, OCD in another case. But the common denominator is then stress. So, I don't know if I've given you, those are the hypotheses we're starting to work with, and other people are starting to work with.
Thank you, Professor Capecchi. C'è un'altra domanda?
Do you have other questions? No questions? Okay, so we can go to the conclusions. Please, President, you can give your remarks. I'd like to thank all the participants and all the speakers. I can now announce you that on the 7th of July in the province of Caserta, we will have another important international conference on the so-called Terra dei Fuochi fire lens of fire, on the reasons why the epigenetic and negative factors are very strong, are very significant, and so they have a negative impact on the quality of life. On the contrary, there are some real niches within which the people who can reach the 100 years of age are many. And so the researchers have organized with us this conference. This is due to a special diet. So if this is true, we will have a debate and exchange of opinions with scientists from all over the world. So if it is true, we can give a positive answer according to which thanks to this type of diet, thanks to a specific type of wheat or another cereal, there is an antioxidant function that can repair, that can fix the oxidative damage, the chronic inflammation, and so the general health condition of people. I would like to thank our very important scientists and colleagues who have participated in our meetings with great passion. I believe that by the end of the year, together with the event on the 7th of July, there will be another event which will probably concern the environment, which is another great topic on which we as biologists are working a lot. So now we can have our coffee break, and everybody after the coffee break is free to go back home. If you can say one good word about us with your colleagues, you can say that there is a new season which is being opened by the Collegium of Biologists, and so every one of us